So this video is going to be all about shooting better pictures on your Samsung Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus. And this intro video has actually been recorded on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And what better place to do it than out in nature? And I hate nature, so what I do for you guys. Let the download begin. So if you're finding the channel for the first time, here we do support videos that teach you how to troubleshoot and use the devices you own. So if you enjoy videos like that, go ahead and join our user support movement by hitting that subscribe button down below, sharing your thoughts, comments, and questions down below as well. And while you're in a sharing mood, go ahead and share the video out because you never know who can help. Let's get started taking better pictures with your Samsung Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is using the different zoom angles on the camera itself to take some really great pictures. So when you first boot up your camera, you're going to start off in a normal zoom. And there are three cameras here. So there's a zoom, a telephoto lens, and an ultra wide angle camera. So when you start off in a standard camera, but then you can adjust the zoom to get as little or as much of the scenery as you really want. And switching between the cameras is pretty seamless and pretty easy. You can actually just do it directly from the app by hitting those icons in the corner there. And this can help you really just frame your picture and again, get as much or as little of the scenery as you want. That ultra wide camera does get a lot in the picture, so you can actually zoom in pretty close with that telephoto and then zoom out pretty far with that ultra wide and kind of get the best shot. And you'll be zooming in and out like a pro in no time. So Scene Optimizer is a cool little AI trick that Samsung's included in the camera itself. And what it does is it basically tells the camera exactly what you're looking at so it can optimize for that picture. And you can turn on Scene Optimizer pretty easily as well from the camera app just by hitting that little blue icon at the top. And once it's on, the camera can actually know what it's looking at basically. So if you're looking at water, it's optimizing the picture because it knows it's looking at water and the reflections of the water. And if you're looking at grass or trees, it optimizes for that specific object. And it actually has a really nice bank of objects that it recognizes. I pointed at a lot of different objects and it was able to pop up. So buildings, for instance, food, even reluctant pets that don't want to be YouTube stars apparently because you have to look at the camera to be one. But it can take some really awesome pictures of the objects you're pointing at. So shot suggestion is also another really cool AI trick that's included. And this just basically gives you the ability to line up the perfect shot all the time. Now shot suggestion is not on by default, so you kind of have to go into the settings, finagle it around and turn that on. But once it's on, you do have that reticle on screen that gives you the ability to line up the shot at the perfect angle. And you can actually end up taking some really cool pictures. So the AI in here is actually making some really good suggestions on where you should line up for that perfect shot, as you can see. And it can really up your game when you're taking different photos. Live focus is just a really cool trick that you can use to add some flair to the photos that you're taking. So it's basically just filters so you can add some really cool blur effects around the side of the picture or have a color in the middle and back, black and white towards the edges. They're previewable in real time, so you're able to actually see these effects as you're using them in real time. And our subject here is still not looking at the camera. Come on, how are you ever going to be a YouTube star if you don't look at the camera? But if you do take pictures and you want to change the background, you do have the option to do so after the picture has been taken, so you're not stuck with anything that you've already taken. So Pro Mode is basically what it sounds like. It's basically you using the camera like a pro. As if you were playing a video game, you inputted that God mode and you've unlocked all the features of this camera. So it gives you a plethora of controls. You can adjust the contrast, the temperature, the tint, the saturation, the highlights, the shadows. You can zoom in and out as far as you want. You have manual focus. You can adjust the aperture. You can let as much or as little light into the picture as you want. It really just gives you full control control of this powerful camera that's in the S10 and S10 Plus. And if you're used to using DSLR cameras, this is probably the mode you're going to want to shoot in, because it just gives you 100% control and helps you make and take the perfect pictures. So the S10 and S10 Plus have a really great camera with a lot of different features, and I really do urge you to just kind of go through and see what the camera has to offer and see exactly what kind of great pictures you can end up taking. He's still not looking at the camera. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, share your thoughts, comments, and questions down below. And until next time, peace.